Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful. I'm laughing because it's once again not capturing the game. Come on. Come on. There we go. And actually, we're going to start a new game, but I'm worried about something. So we're going to switch scenes here. We're going to go to that. I just need to make sure of something here real quick. Give me a second. Okay. I'm on the right version. I just want to make sure that this is not going to show something. Bear with me. Maybe I'm going to mute this. I think we're safe. I'm pretty sure we're safe here. I know you guys can't hear or see the game right now. I'm very sorry. You'll see the landing spot here in just a second. And we have a decent one, though. I might re-roll. Okay, I just need to check one other thing here real quick. Bear with me, guys. I'm sorry. A thing happened right before stream, and I just want to be sure we are safe. Okay, that is not safe. That is safe. Is this safe? Yes. Okay. All right. We're good. Now it's still not capturing the game. Hooray. Come on, capture the game. There we go. Hi. Things are happening. I'm not sure how I feel about this starting spot. I mean, yeah, there's resin right there. There's compound right over there. As starting spots go, it's not bad. But I have a very particular task that I want to achieve down the road. You know what? We'll stick with it. We're here. It's fine. I can always build a new base elsewhere. So, ooh. Okay. I'm just nervous now. I don't want to, like, spoil anything. I am on the public branch of the game. And that is all I will say. Because I've never been in this situation before. If anybody from SES is watching, please DM me right now. I don't know what to do. Like, I genuinely don't know how to proceed here. Let me see if they've responded. Oh, I've got the wrong mouse. My laptop mouse could be paired to up to 3 devices, and this mouse was charging, so I've been using my laptop mouse all day. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Anyways, hi everybody. How you doing tonight? What's going on? I hope everybody is having a wonderful Friday night and that everybody is ready for a nice weekend. Let's go get this resin first of all. Since that's one of the things we need to do. There's 2, 3, and 4. Cool. And we're gonna pick that up. We're gonna pick that up. I'm just gonna make a save real quick, just so, since I like this starting point, just in case. And there's compound over here. Whoopsie, I'm not paying attention to my tethers. I kind of like that there's woods, like, right there by our base. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's not, like, purple biome, but it's still kind of cool that there's woods right here. I mean, a tree fell over when we landed. Is that clay? Oh, no, it's not clay. I saw those plants and thought it was clay. But it looks like we've got an opportunity maybe to have some nice power items nearby. So that'll be cool. Is this a cave? Like an actual cave. It looks like it might be. I'd like to have it closer to the base, though. We may just make our own. Alright, let's get 4 compound. 3. And 4. Hooray! We did the thing. And then we are going to grab this research duder out of this tree. Right here. We're going to go over here and get started on a science research chamber. Yeah, see, I think that might be a better entrance into a cave over there. Even if it doesn't go all the way down, we can turn it into one. So let's get that one. Let's get that one. And then let's get our printer. Golden Knight's just to get a good base up and running. That's really all I have on the agenda tonight, is get a decent base built. I don't like how this is so much higher up above the ground, but whatever, I'll live with it. So we need one of those. And then I need to go get a little bit more compound so I can do powerful problems. And we'll just grab a bit more while we're out here. There's a lot more resin there too. Nice. We're surrounded by resin and compound, so we're in a good place to get the initial few things done. And there's like a gateway like right over. I saw it a second ago. There it is. It's really hard to see, but there's one right that direction. Trust me, there is. I promise you. I see it's, still don't know what to call the stuff that comes up out of a gateway when it's an active energy signature. I don't know. Gravistar matter? Who knows? Who knows? Yes, I slurped up that compound. What is up, MQ Bush? How you doing? Missed you the past few streams. Hope you are doing well. So it's just going to be a mess for a while, but we'll eventually make it better. We have enough bytes to get a smelter. Let's start investigating to see. I'm busy. I am doing well. Yes, I am. It's been a good week. Where'd they go? There's. I love that you don't even have to like power it. You just have to have it. Go. Stick that there. And then I'm going to see if this actually goes. Ah, it does. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't use the other one. Oh, out of tethers. I need to make more tethers. There we go. Both. Primarily controller, but I do switch to mouse and keyboard when I'm like moving things around and stuff where mouse and keyboard just feel more natural. Wasad's never felt natural as like a directional input for me. It just, I don't have anything against Wasad. It's just never felt right to me. If that makes any sense. Cool, don't see any laterite right off the bat, but we'll go exploring here in just a minute. But like movement just, you know, I grew up on consoles, so movement in general just feels like it's just second nature. You know, I don't have to think about it. And when I play on mouse and keyboard, I have to think about what keys I'm pressing and, you know, all that good stuff. Excuse me. So it's definitely a lot easier for me to play with a controller. But like when I'm unloading and loading a bunch of stuff onto storage or moving stuff around, I'll usually switch to mouse and keyboard for that. Oh, we can do Here We Go sampling already. Cool. There were some samples. You can't play with a controller anymore? I hear you. I feel you. I know a lot of people that are in that same boat, that they've played so many PC games that they just can't anymore with a controller. Like, it feels foreign to them. I wish more games were controller friendly, because I find myself always having to really think a lot. Wait, what else did we do? Oh. I thought we already claimed that one. Now we have beacons. Hooray. Just looking for skinny boys. There was some down in the cave. We're not close enough to any actual woods, but I think there might be some over here. No? I'm surprised by that. I thought that that landscape would have some. Is there any over there in the distance? Not that I can see. So what we're going to do is just take these tethers and use them down in the caves, and we'll get the here we go a sampling while we're in the caves looking for. Yeah, there's definitely malachite available. It is putting off that very strong copper odor. Alright, so let's go. Let's go this way. Just looking for laterite and whatever else I can come across. There's sphalerite right there, so that's kind of handy. But laterite's kind of what we need right now. I mean, there's some here to just grab, yoink. But I'm not looking to yoink laterite. I'm looking to have a mine for laterite. And I'm also looking for research samples. I'm like, oh yeah, we'll find tons of research samples down in the cave. That doesn't seem to be the case. Whoopsie. That was a medium generator you saw. Yes. Fully functional. There's more sphalerite. There's a skinny dude. There's another one way over there. I'm going to go through this little hole after I make this little hole bigger. Oh, that was my last tether. Probably should have emptied my backpack of everything except the compound when I came down here, but no, well, we're down here now. There's a few more skinny friends. So that gives us 6. There's one over that way. This is all. Yeah, let's go through this hole. All about opening up small holes tonight, I guess. I don't know. Ooh. Quartz. That's nice. And me stuck on a freaking stalagmite. Oof. Resin. I don't see any blue down that way for laterite. Oh, laterite right here. I was about to say, a lot of times you find laterite close to quartz, and like before I got the words out of my mouth, it appeared. So this is handy. Now how much can I carry? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Better than nothing. Doesn't look like there's that much really here, and I've now made a big hole that I can fall to my death in. That's fun. 2 more. So I forgot to count the names. I don't know why, but I'm really tired today. I slept fine last night. I think it was this afternoon. Just I kind of chilled out with folks on the Heartstopper Discord. They had a community event playing Jackbox games this afternoon. I was just kind of chill, playing with them, and I kind of got relaxed sitting here in my chair, and I've been sleepy ever since. Yeah, we're gonna have to find a better source of laterite than that, because that's just not gonna cut it. But we've got plenty of time. Brand new save. I might wind up using that. I don't know. I don't usually use medium generators because of the extra step of having to smelt a carbon, which takes power to begin with. Yeah, maybe down one more level. We'll see. Once we actually get to where we need it, we'll investigate a little more broadly. For now, we're fine. Let's get us a large platform A. We'll put the research chamber on that, and then we'll put the smelter on that B that we have. Let's get this generator actually doing something here. There we go. Let's go see if we can't make it. So that's a dead wind. Is there anything else on there? No. Now we're about to have a tractor, so we'll go find power here shortly. Wow, look at that malachite. Oh, there's more samples. Cool. That should be... Oh, I need one more. Two more. Have these regrown yet? I don't know how quick they regrow. I bet there's some at the base of those hills. Why are my allergies suddenly just like, hi, I'm here? I was fine, and then just suddenly my allergies like, I hate you. Just reminding you I hate you. No? No skinny dudes up here either? I'm gonna run until I get my first oxygen warning. Who's skinny dudes? Scan it, scan it, scan it. Hey, there we go, cool. And now we frantically run back to the base and hope we don't die. I don't think we'll make it. I don't think I will make it. I think I'm gonna die. First death, 20 minutes in. Not even 20 minutes in. No, we'll make it. Never mind. We'll be fine. Oh, now those grow back. Thanks, guys. Look at that. Right on the edge of being just dead. Oh, look. Floating box. So kind of here at the outset, there is a channel point reward that I cannot redeem tonight. The one lets you customize the character. I will just automatically refund points if anybody redeems it. And I'm not going to say anything more about it than that. I just can't. There's our smelter. Oof, we could use a little more gas for the old generator there. There we go. We could also use another research friend. Is there a closer one than this one? Nope, I don't think there is. Let's go grab one of these over here. Kind of hoping that would have one under it, and I could just grab that one. Alas, it did not. Let's. Why aren't you putting that down when I press the trigger? Juggle so we can run. Well, it's not really juggling if it's just one thing, is it? Whoops. Let's lock that down. There you go. Keep the bytes flowing. Bytes must flow. Okay, cool. We have a smelter boy. So we can do this. Reroll ads are on. Boo! I ran an ad while the intro screen was up just to get rid of pre-roll ads at the outset. But it only buys you 21 minutes of no ads for a 60-second ad break. Which kind of sucks. I thought about just turning ads on every 20 minutes. Subscribers would never see them, but regular viewers would. But by doing that, I would also disable pre-roll ads, so people who tune in the stream wouldn't have to watch an ad before they view the stream. Well, we have lots of tethers now. I need one of them, please. I need some more grass, so we'll mow the lawn. Okay, thought that was something else. Just making sure nothing else is like looking to sabotage me here. I know I'm being all cryptic and coy and all that, but there are reasons. Cool. That gets us to tractor levels of things. So we can start scouting for power. Like, real early on here. Gonna need some more compound though. Let's see if I can run over here and get compound without suffocating since I took all the tethers away. Wait, hold on. Big Brain says grab. No, I did not get a job with SES. I wish. I am, you know, I do, however, and it's public knowledge. I have access to the beta branch of the game. Once they roll it out to the people who have access to the beta branch of the game, and in the past, when I roll back to the public branch, there are no traces of anything from the beta branch in the public branch. That is not true currently. There is one thing that is just like a little bomb hidden, just waiting to be seen. That is in my game, even though I am on the public branch. And I could prove that I went to the public branch. Like, right before the stream, right here. Oh, you can't see it, hold on. There you go, right here, 7:03 p.m., right before the stream. I downloaded the public branch. I am back in the public branch, not the beta branch. Yet there is something from the beta in my game. I don't understand how that's... I do understand how it's possible, actually. I do and I don't. Like, I don't know. I'm a little confused about it. I reported it to him, and I figure as long as I don't open that particular menu while I'm playing, it'll be fine. Gina, if you're watching, or anybody from SES if you're watching, please confirm that's true, because I'm actually very nervous about this. Like, I'm also nervous that maybe, like, mission names will pop up and such. If that happens, like, if I see a mission name that I know from the beta, we just have to stop. Because I'm not gonna risk violating an NDA with a company that I love and respect. Hey, free trailer. No, believe me, I would love to have a job with SES. I've applied twice for the same job. Like the first time it was posted, the guy that they hired only stayed like a year. He got one of those once in a lifetime opportunity to pursue your dream type situations. And took it. So the job came up again, and I posted. I actually got an interview, but they went with somebody else, which is fine. Somebody gets the job, somebody doesn't. my god, even with that generator, it's still just like, nope. We may as well get the 3 sphalerite while we're chilling. Actually, no, it's not, because we don't really have the space for it. I'm also going to need to make 1 more medium storage to go on the trailers. I'm just going to go ahead and take all 3 trailers on the tractor. Just get it complete. And hopefully we can find lots and lots of good power things. And, you know, come back with a lot of power stuff for our base. Drop that there. Put that there. Connect that. We do have enough bytes for packagers, right? Yeah, let's get the packager unlocked. So hopefully if we find graphite. Small solar, medium solar, let's go, yeah. Man, I was actually playing to test earlier this week, and man, oh man, I found nothing but wind. Wind and batteries. So I was good when the wind was blowing, but as soon as the wind stopped blowing, I was done. Every time. It was rough. Alright, we're ready to go on our expedition just as soon as I empty my backpack out. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to turn that off. Thank you. Go away, allergies. I don't like you. So we will just drop all of this here for now because we do not need it. I don't know why I have that extra piece of aluminum. I'm sure at one point I thought it was important. I was wrong. And ta-da! Alright, let's go. Let's go find graphite. Which I'm thinking there's going to be graphite over that way. There's canyons right here. Graphite's often by canyons. So we're going this way. And if there isn't any, oh well, we had to pick a direction to start with. Yep, there's no graphite. Well, you know, we'll just spend about 20 minutes, we'll go search for power, and see what's what. Even though I don't have a whole lot of power, I'm still going to open this one. Yeah, I can, oops, I can power that. Let's have to turn on the generator. Let me through! You know what, fine. I'll just take the generator off the tractor. There we go. We don't have the one for shells yet, because I haven't gotten the what's-its yet. It's Valorite. I will yoink this power cell for now, just to help keep the tractor powered. Also, the tractor batteried. That would be the wrong thing to say. There you go, we'll throw that in the research chamber when we get back. We're going to go check this wreckage that's right around the corner. First, we're going to do the weirdest turnaround ever. There we go. I wonder if there's any graphite back that way. Let's just take a peek as we drive by. I don't see any. What is that up there? No, it's just a bounce fine. Ooh, is this 2 wreckages side by side? Or is no, it's just the cap of the wreckage laying next to it. Medium generator. So the game really, really, really wants me to have a medium generator because that's the second one we found. We're just going to put that there. This is where playing with the controller really helps, is on these. Except that debris is getting in my way. And it's still, and there's scrap, dynamite, and there's more scrap in there. Just open it up and look. With the old-fashioned way. I still can't see. Hello, can I... Camera, thank you. my god. Why does the camera hate me right now? Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. There we go. Yeah, there's nothing really valuable in there. Not off to the best start here, are we? Bonk. I knew I was going to hit the tree. Okay, so this is kind of... Oh, hey, that'll have some good stuff. We'll go over there in just a second. Let's hope... Oh, small solar. I almost drove right past it. And it would appear... Medium solar right next to it, indeed. Just peeking up through the... whatever that is. Rock? Is that a rock? I don't know. Dirt cluster? Who knows? I'm going to just take a quick gander and see if there's any graphite right over here. So that we can get a packager situation going on. So that we can bring back more than one tier 2 object. But these wreckage sites usually have some good stuff. We might be able to base over here. I kind of like this spot. Yeah, see, I'm already unable to take a tier 2 item. But that's not too far from the base. We can always just come back and get it. Oh, what direction is it from the base? Pretty much due north. And northeast. So we can come back and get that later, as well as those resources. There's even a bit of clay here. Anything stuck to the side of the shelter that I could use? Yeah. Here it is.
Hey Brandon, how's it going?
Hey Ryan. Wow, your accent just sounds so American. Actually, it did sound a little British. Brian sounds a little British. What's up, my dude? Thank you so much. What is that? 7 months? With the Prime Gaming. Man, you only get one of those, and you chose to give it away here. So, thank you. Good stuff. It's terribly bad for me, but I love Dr. Pepper. I mean, because otherwise I'm just the pinnacle of health, right? Healthy lifestyle. That's me. The white pasty skin, being overweight. Vape. Yeah, pinnacle of a healthy lifestyle. Never exercise. I need to. I really, really, really want like a collapsible stationary bike. Because I could just like games that I could play with a controller. I could just pick up the controller, get on the bike, and play games and be pedaling the whole time, and I would probably do it mindlessly. And you're one of the only ones who use the stream channel in Discord. Am I? A lot of people used to use it. But anyways, welcome, Casper the Ghost. I thought it said Kuiper the Ghost. Casper the Ghost, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Was that graphite? I thought I saw graphite. Nope, it is malachite. We can at least get this knocked out. Yeah, you know, and when I'm watching like Netflix or something, I could just like move my chair out of the way, put a small stationary bike here where my chair is, and just pedal while watching TV. I think that would go a long way. We can't. I'm not going to dig that out right now because I don't have a drill. But we at least got that part of it. And then if we come across another gateway, which I'm sure we will, we'll get it. I see that small wind over there. If you're just joining in, we're currently out on... This is early in the game. I mean, I am like 30 minutes into this save. And I rush to get the tractor unlocked always so that I can get this configuration you're looking at. And then I go and drive around till I fill up the tractor with power stuff. I'm also on the lookout for graphite because we do have packagers unlocked, and I'd like to be able to bring back more than one tier 2 item. I don't want to leave a bunch of tier 2 items that are power laying about. I think I see graphite over there in the distance. Pretty sure that's what I saw sticking up over there. Yeah. It's in rock, so it's going to take forever to drill out, but whatever. It'll be fine. Yeah, most of the old crowd who streamed Astroneer really regularly don't stream it anymore. Or very rarely. And I'm in that very rarely camp, too. It's been probably 5 weeks since I last streamed Astroneer.
Oh shit!
It begins. Q-Bush, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Casper the Ghost. And Casper, enjoy the emotes. Enjoy the ad-free viewing. And most of all, enjoy being officially a part of the Vainglorious. Appreciate having you here. And that was Ian Q-Bush's 83rd gifted sub in the channel. Closing in on triple-digit numbers soon. Jeez, man. It's like, is that a challenge? No, it's not a challenge. Just stating. Yeah, this is slow going right here. I was kind of hoping that once I dug down a little bit, we'd just be into softer dirt. Nope. I gotta work for this, boy. If only I had a drill. And they don't, so... What's the old saying? Wish in one hand, crap in the other. See which one fills up the soonest? Which is really a dumb saying. Why would you crap in your hand? Like, seriously. What kind of deranged person do you have to be to suggest that someone do that? My mom used to say it to me as a kid, and I was just like, look at her like, human, you are making no sense. When did I get dynamite? Oh yeah, in that wreckage. Whoopsie. Let's not attach that to the tractor and then later accidentally set it off. That would be a bad time. I don't know why I didn't just use my mouse just then. That would have been the smarter thing to do. Alright, let's see if we can't get a little bit more out of here. Chunk there. There's definitely more over here. Yeah, a lot more. Let's just walk along this ridge that we've made. There's a bunch more. Just getting to it is slow going. Just painful. But oh, thank you. Watch there be no graphite down on the softer stuff. No, there is somewhere. What's this, like the 4th time we got an oxygen warning while at this same spot? I'd bring the tractor closer, but then it'd be a pain getting it out of here, so I just keep running back and forth.
I'd gladly watch a minute of that.
Thanks for the follow, Casper. Appreciate that. I'm fine. I'm fine. Not gonna die. I only got 2 pieces that time. Oof. Oh, man. Since you are new, I am Brandon, creator of Vainglorious Gaming. And I stream currently 3 times a week, though... yeah, MQ Bush gifted you the sub. I stream 3 times a week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday here on Twitch, and then a 4th time over on YouTube on Saturday afternoon. Though my schedule is about to change, I am going to be adding a couple days to that. I'm thinking about doing like a late Sunday afternoon stream, but still early enough that our friends overseas can catch it. And whoopsie, hydrate coming in. And getting rid of the Thursday stream, replacing it with probably a Tuesday or Wednesday stream. Saturday and Sunday streams would become longer, like 6 hours instead of 4. Basically, I'm looking at pretty much doubling the amount of time I stream. And it shouldn't have an impact on YouTube anyway. And I realized I forgot to turn on the air conditioner before I started the stream. And that computer right there puts out a lot of heat. So bear with me while I turn on the AC. Just going to bump the camera off for a minute because I'm rolling away. And I'm sorry if you can hear that running in the background, but it gets really hot in here really quick from the computer because I have to close my my door. And once you start getting something that is using the GPU and the CPU, whew, it gets warm. What is up, Justin Forensics? How's it going? Caught a bit of your stream last night. Had a good time. I was in alert mode for most of it because right after the stream I got a phone call. It happens. I saw that graphite back there. And of course it's in hills again. Yeah, a 12900K that's air-cooled with a 3080 Ti. I mean, this case does a great job of keeping them both nice and cool, but that heat just gets dumped right up against that back wall and then just radiates right out to me. So, I mean, it could take my room from 72 to 80 degrees if I don't turn that window unit AC on. And sometimes even with the window unit AC, they'll still hit 80 in here. It gets rough. That is my cat, Lexi. Your room was 85. Yeah, I've had my room get up to 83, 84 sometimes. The window unit helps, though I forgot to turn it on. Usually I turn it on about half hour before the stream and get it nice and cool in here, so it takes a little bit longer to warm up. And I forgot tonight. The whole reason the stream started late is I was binging Stranger Things on Netflix and realized, oh shit, it's almost time for the stream. And I hadn't like taken a shower or done anything that looked presentable on stream yet, so that is why the stream started late tonight. It is Stranger Things' fault. I won't give any spoilers, but I finished the first 3 episodes from this first half of this season. I don't like this trend that Netflix is doing, because they did it with Ozark, where they only released the first half and then waited like 2 months to release the second half. I'm like, don't do that. Just, if I want to be irresponsible and stay up 24 hours and watch an entire series, I will. Yeah, I have a little, just a tiny little thermometer. The temperature at the top is what it is back in my bedroom, and the one at the bottom is what it is here in my office. Ignore the time. I never set the time on that thing because there's no point. Because every time I take the battery or have to change batteries, I gotta reset it anyway. So the time is, it's not a clock for me. It's just a thermometer. My bedroom's just on the other end of the hall, here on the same end of the house. You know, that just goes to show you how much heat PC. Well, granted, and I have 3 computers in here. I've got my laptop, which I don't even know why I turn it on half the time. I never use it anymore. And then I've got another computer right behind the light over here that I'm using basically as a file server. It just has a bunch of hard drives in there, and that's all it does, is it's on the network to let me store files on it. I'm eventually going to move it to an operating system that is actually like a true file server operating system, instead of just having Windows 11 on it. I am getting tired of digging in rock, so that's all I'm going to do there. That's just taking up too much time. Battery! I almost overlooked that. Your room sometimes reaches 90. Oof. The only time my room has gotten to 90 was a year or 2 ago. And our power went out in the middle of summer during a storm. And it went out early in the day. And then the storm was done by like 9 a.m., but we had no power. And of course, it was just hot and humid after that. I mean, I live in central Arkansas, not exactly known for its mild summers. And It got almost to 100 in the house. It was hotter in the house than it was outside. That night, I couldn't sleep because it was so hot. I just finally got in my car and went and drove around for like 2 hours just to cool off. And then once I finally felt, you know, human again, came home and went straight to bed so that hopefully I could fall asleep. And I did. But man, when I woke up, I swear I sweated out like gallons. Like my sheets were just soaked because the power still wasn't back on the next morning. It took them almost 36 hours to get the power back on from that one. It was a really bad storm, like lots of trees down. Isn't to say that even though weak storms take our power out as well, because they do, because apparently no one in this state has heard of proactive tree trimming. So every time there's a storm with any amount of wind, either our internet or our power or both go out. Because a tree limb will just fall and, you know, take a line out. It's the only place I've ever lived in my life where you don't see them trimming the trees by utility lines. It's like, I always just assumed that was a thing that was done everywhere. Wait, is this that same wreckage site? Oh, I don't think so. There's two really close to the base. That's cool. Yeah, I don't think this is the same one. No, this is definitely not the same one. Oh, it might be. No, it's not, because I would have picked up the small wind. Oh my gosh, and a solar. Jackpot on this one. I think we'll go activate that gateway here in a second. I already have a packager available. No, no, look, Brendan, click the right thing. There it is. There it is. Speaking of, where is that gateway? It's like right... Wait, no, I saw another one somewhere. I can't even see that one, and I saw one just a second ago. Maybe it was this one. So I don't want to go back towards the base. Oh yeah, it was this one. Let's go see if we can't power that real quick. I mean, we've got plenty of power on the back of the tractor. Also, keep our eye out for some graphite right here. This will be an easier place to get graphite. I saw that gap. Don't worry. I knew I'd make it. Oh, there's no graphite over here. This is like where graphite loves to live. It's going to be one of those saves where I can't find things I need when I need them. There you go, tractor. I made your bridge. Be grateful. Tractors are sentient, right? I'm not crazy talking to them? I might be. You accidentally muted me. That'd do it. That would indeed do it. Welcome back, MQ Bush. I've done that before, like, been on, like, the wrong audio output or something and, like, not realize it. I'm like, why don't I have any audio? And that happens a little more frequently on my computer because I use voice speaker, is that what it's called? Which occasionally just like switches audio. Horn! It's always a good day when you have a horn. I am going to take that power cell as well. How much do you make? 2 and 3, 4, but that one's almost spent, so I can't really count on that, but I can count on these 2 batteries. I just want to power this gateway, but I don't have enough on me at the moment to do it. I can hurry up and get it while the sun's still up, I'll be alright, but I think the sun's going to go down too soon to do it. Like, I really think, yeah, see, it's already down. Still going to build a ramp up. I don't know why I have my compass open. I found the thing I was looking for. Just kind of forgot that it was open. Let's see if we can get really lucky here and get this solar to stay on. Ooh, but then how do we... Okay, I got an idea. Come on, sun, stay up for 30 seconds, please. That's all I need. Because the battery and that are enough to power this. Watch the sun go down as this gets almost done. Called it. Called it. Called it. Called it. Well, that means what we can do is get this a little better positioned here so I can just plug the tractor into it. And then if the wind comes along, I don't have enough wind though. Well, maybe. Let's see. No, not quite enough. Maybe if I turn the generator on. Oh, the wind stopped. Alright, let's not kill the batteries. Okay then. That was a thing that happened. I guess I could just go make 5 generators. There's gotta be compound nearby. Yeah, there's compound over there. We'll just make 5 generators and leave them behind. Be fine. It's not wasteful. If we get 5 compound. 2, 3. I should only need 4 because I already have a generator. Really only needed 2 because I've got the batteries, and the batteries will last for 30 seconds. So, oh, and now the wind's blowing. And the sun's coming back up already? Am I really close to the North Pole or something? Is this the North Pole? No. How is the sun coming up already? We haven't been here that long. Alright, well, once those get powered... That's 1, 2, 3. And instead of giving me 7, this only needs 5. Let's angle this a little bit better towards where the sun's about to come. How is the sun coming back up already? Yeah, I've got it. This is... The sun's really low on the horizon, just spinning around. How is this not the North Pole? Oh, it is! I am at the North Pole! Okay, I just didn't walk far enough. I'm like, how is that possible? There we go. Let's do it. Alright. Stay open long enough. Let's do it. You got this. I believe in you. We're almost there. Come on. Beautiful. Never doubted you for a second, Tractor. Never, ever. And I didn't have to leave anything behind. Just wanted to peek over here real quick. I'm not going to drive through those woods. Just wanted to see if there's any more graphite, whoop, or any more power items. So we shall continue on our journey. So what's everybody's plans for the weekends? The weekend. It'd be nice to have 2 right in a row, wouldn't it? Just skip Monday through Friday once. Just be like, yeah, we're going to do Saturday, Sunday, and then it's going to be Saturday again. So we are going to need to start making packagers soon. What's that? Just a power cell. Don't really need it. There is a small wind. So we're getting a decent combination of solar and wind, though this is still very wind heavy. And I like to have a good balance. I don't want to go too close back to the base yet. Have they made random equipment spawns a lot more common? I think so. I think, you know, when they wanted to add, like, dynamite in, and when they fixed the, what people are calling spaceports, spawning on every planet, it seemed like the frequency really increased. Though what I'm not seeing very many of in this save are, like, big wreckage, like, that lay at the edge of the woods. I haven't seen too many of those yet. In fact, I've only seen the one. So, I don't know what's up with that. I've always been good at finding enough stuff to power my base, though. Which is why it's just what I do now. I just go out looking for power as soon as possible. It's just easier than making it and researching the bytes and everything. I'm a research shooter. Bonk, bonk. Hey, get back on there. See if I can find a little bit more graphite. What did I feel like I hit something, like I was running something over, but I don't see anything. That is a serious canyon. Hey, there's some graphite. It is bumpy up and down. Up and down. Alright, so I gotta drive through the graphite to get past it, and then I can start digging it. And there'll probably be some more goodies over there. Well, this is a nice deposit of graphite. Granted, a lot of it's in rock again. Oh, wait, hold on. This is why my backpack's full. As much as I would like to have compound, we have compound right by the base, so we'll do that thing. That's my backpack full, isn't it? Yep. Let's offload again then. Now I just took this off the trailers, but now we're going to put it back on the trailers. I wasn't expecting to find some so soon. Oh my god, why do I keep missing those tiny little holes? Hate it when I miss the hole. Oh my god, 3 times in a row. How out of practice am I in Astroneer? There we go. 4th one was the charm. So now we just fill our backpack back up. And then if we find stuff and we need a storage slot, we just make a packager and just stick it to the side of the tractor. I can hold 2 more. Even though this is in rock, this is going pretty quick. I can hold 3 more. Now I can hold 2 more. I didn't see that one on the thing. It's going pretty quick because it's all really close together. Well, it was all really close together. Come on, just go bonk 2 more times. That's all I need. 2 more bonks. Graphite decidedly goes bonk. There's no doubt about that. we go. Cool. So that'll be plenty of graphite. So now we can just focus on power. Which there's probably some over here. Let's see if we can't drive around to it. Actually, I don't see any power over there. I'm going to take a closer look, but I don't see any. Normally there's like 1 or 2 power items on these. Oh yeah, there is. There's a small wind. Put that there. That there. And just stick this to the side of the tractor somewhere. No. No hot swap. Stick. There you go. And that's it? That's all the power stuff here? Meh, okay. So be it. Wow, more graphite. We should have went this way to start with. I don't really know where we are in relation to the base, but we should have gone this way. So we came in that way, yeah? So let's go this way. Gotta at least fill the trailer before we go back. I'd like to fill my backpack as well, though. We're not having super-de-duper luck that I usually have doing this. I usually get really lucky. There's a small solar, it looks like. Yeah. Oh, small wind. No, it's battery. Wow, I was completely wrong. And that's good, because we only have 2 batteries. Wow. Solar just got all uppity on us. Thick. There you go. I think that's dynamite. Yeah, it's dynamite. Anything on that one? Can't see. Oh, yeah. There we go. Double solar. Now we're talking. And there's double wind up there. Nice. Beautiful. You can package. Thank you. Oh, I need to... That on there. Pick that back up. Don't know why I put it down. Then pick up another one. Trailer's almost full. You can always get rid of the scrap and dynamite, though. I'd like to keep the dynamite. I don't really care so much about scrap. So then we got a double windy boy. Put that one there. Whoa! I don't know how I did that. I just sent the thing flying. I've done that to a zebra wall before, and it just disappeared off of the horizon. And that was very sad. Alright, so that is trailer full. So now we just want to try to fill up our backpack. The one thing I could really ditch would be that piece of scrap. I don't really use scrap. I don't find it all that useful. Or efficient, I guess. I don't find it all that efficient. I know a lot of people would disagree with me on that, but... Like, there are some serious people out there who play the game with just the trade platform. And that's fine. If that's, you know, your thing, go for it. If that makes you happy. I've said it a bajillion times. And even though it's becoming less and less true as we get more and more restricted on how we can approach things, there is still a lot of beauty in the fact that you can play Astroneer several different ways and be successful. And in the end, as long as you're having fun, you're doing it right. That I never understand. Why you have to do this. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Do that. So the nice thing about this is when we get ready to go to space, we'll already have packagers to package our thruster. Wait, which way did I come in? I came in over there by those trees, yeah? Yeah. So we'll go out east the way. I think I came in over by those trees. I don't think I'm going back out the way I came. I'm not, because there's a battery. Oh, I tried to pick that up. And failed. Miserably. It's quiet here for a Friday night, isn't it? Especially a Friday night with Astroneer. Then again, I did get kind of spoiled by, like, everybody being in lockdown with the numbers I would get because of that. Now that people, you know, are actually leaving their houses, can't expect those same viewer numbers. Because not everybody's like me. Not everybody just stays home all the time. I don't go anywhere. It took you so long to realize you could stick packagers anyway? Yeah, it took me a while too. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. People be out and about all the time. I don't even think another big outbreak would change that. I think people have just had enough. You know, especially since the last surge we had didn't seriously sicken people. Like, people still died, but a lot of people were only mildly ill. And I think that because of that, they're just like, never again. Which is kind of sad, because, I mean, if there's another big surge, we should, you know, respect it as such. I'm still not comfortable going out without a mask. I feel, I don't know, not exposed, but I don't know, it doesn't feel like the right thing to do. Let's see if we can get through these woods. Yeah, with a lot of people vaccinated, I think people are more willing to gamble. What's making that thud noise? Do you wear a mask in close quarters? I will admit I don't know what the case rate is where I live. I'm sure if I left the house more often, I would gather that information. But when I say I don't leave the house, like, I've been out of the house once in the past 5 weeks. I mean, I go outdoors, but I mean, like, actually going somewhere other than right around my house. Kind of looking forward to having a car again. I thought it wouldn't be that big of a deal to not have one. Oof. Sometimes I just want to leave. And not go anywhere in particular either. Just go somewhere and not be looking at these same 4 walls. The time I miss having a car the most is after streams. Because everybody else but me in the house are in bed. And so I don't want to, like, make a lot of racket cooking stuff. But a lot of times after streams, I'm hungry. So it used to be after a stream, I'd get in my car and just drive to, like, a fast food restaurant and grab just a small bite to eat. And my mom's like, oh, well, you can do that. But then I'd have to open the garage door, which is going to make the dog bark. And she's like, well, take your dad's car. And I don't use anything that belongs to my father because he doesn't share well. He doesn't. And therefore I just won't, because he'll bitch about it. He'll find some way to complain. I had to adjust my seat. Well, so? That's why it has a seat adjustment. Little small things are just major inconveniences to him. And the older he gets, the worse it gets. They threw a fit the other day because I didn't realize there was a brand new gallon of milk in the door of the refrigerator. And that's where the milk usually lives. And I opened that door. And I didn't see that on the other half there was a nearly empty, already opened one. Not a huge deal. I opened it. Like, there was literally less than a glass worth left, probably, in the open one. He threw a fit about it. An absolute fit. Of course, my response pissed him off. I'm like, sorry, I drank the milk wrong. I don't think I helped the situation any, but I don't care. He pissed me off for griping at me about it. I'm like, I didn't see it. It's somewhere that it has never been before. Why would I have even looked there? He is. He is. His way or no way. He just doesn't have the room in his brain to make space for anything else. Ooh, we may have just increased the length of our trip here. Beautiful. What else is in here? I guess I could take a solid jump jet. It wouldn't be the end of the world to have something that could get me out of a bind. But I don't need copper. I can make copper. There's got to be something else down there. Can't be everything. Oh, indeed it is everything. Okay. Copper, jump jet, and a storage. Yeah, it was a pretty small one. It only had 2 slots. And half of those were taken up by the storage. It's fine, because now we can get even more stuff. Like, we were almost done. And now we can stay out a little longer. Though, we've been out quite a while, and it's taken a lot longer to fill this thing up than it normally does. The wind? It is a wind! Alright, so we've got 7 on the front there, and I've got 3 more spots on my backpack. Let's, in fact, go ahead and just make it obvious that I have only those 2 spots now on my backpack. Well, I don't forget about that. Hey, Moon. What are you doing? There's a battery? No, power cell. Oh, oxygen filter. Man, I'm just striking out tonight on identifying things from a distance. Gonna slowly start making my way back to the base. Gonna meander quite a bit. Because we're pretty far away. I thought I saw wreckage, but it was just the way the combination of the leaves made it kind of look like a round shape in the woods. Same thing over there. I thought I saw one. Seeing lots of clay. Which clay can always be a bit of a challenge to find. But we'll just get a soil centrifuge for that. Oh, wow, we're back at the gateway we powered up. Okay. So are we now... We came up on that gateway from which direction, though? I don't remember. I don't want to be covering ground that I've already covered. But I don't remember where I came from. Desolo? Nice. I've had that happen on Glacio before, like when I landed in one of the thawed biomes, the red. And it was just everywhere in that biome. Which worked out well because I was making a base on Glacio. And it was back before we had any big storage options. So, you know, the large storage with medium storages on it was the extent of, you know, expanding your storage options. So it worked out well. Oh, excuse me for yawning. Air conditioner's doing its job, though. It's cooled off a little bit in here. I feel more comfortable, too, having the cold air blowing on me. So is this the one we've already encountered? I don't think so, because we would be able to see the base from it. And I can't see the base from it. Whoops. Stuck. Oh, I didn't realize that was under there. Let me out. We might have already been here. Yeah, we must have already been here. So we are retracing our steps. That's unfortunate. Of course I managed to hit like the one bush in the middle of the field that is going to stop me dead. Boy. I really don't want to get back to the base with only with storage still available, but I guess if we do, we do. We've got some bites waiting to be claimed and some rewards waiting to be claimed when we get back because we discovered a gateway and powered a gateway while we were out. I also think Master of Unboxing we've done. I don't think we've been back to the base since we did that. Anything over here? On the Studer? Negative. No, so we'll go back around this way. I don't remember going between a bunch of mountains like this earlier, so we're going to kind of stick to this area. I tell you what, the compass has made this game so much easier. I still worry that it causes new players to miss out on part of what you get from getting lost in this game. Yeah, we've definitely been over here because there's the buried gateway. Well, I guess this is all we're going to have for power for now. Though, good haul. 4 medium winds, 3 medium solars, 3 or 4 of the smalls. So, not a bad haul. Now we got to make storage for all of it. So we'll actually start organizing the base a little bit now. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen it been in something you unlock. I agree with you. How you doing, Whiskers? You don't make it early enough that it's useful, but not so early that they don't get lost once or twice. There you go. We just got quite a few bites. And quite a bit of stuff that I'm never going to use. Let's drop this in here real quick. Get that going. What's that worth in there? 1,000. Nice. If I would have scanned it, it would only be worth like 300. So I want to go ahead and level off an area here. Good. Glad to hear. Any exciting plans for the weekend? See, this being so high up above. Whoa, the land nearby is already causing this to not want to conform with the nearby ground. So I might have to build more towards these woods, otherwise I'm going to wind up with my base like inaccessible to vehicles and myself without any assist. And I really don't want to get rid of those woods because they look really cool. But I don't think I really have a choice. I think that's the direction we have to go. Otherwise we have just these big, massive gaps on the side. Middle of the big spring clean, even though it's autumn there. Makes total sense to me. I think I knew that you were in the southern hemisphere. Oh no, I ran out. Really hoping to not run out. Alright, we're gonna do a thing to get some more soil. First of all. There we go. Slowly, slowly. Gonna do a 2 birds, 1 stone thing here. Even though I don't have the space in my backpack for it, I can always just come pick it up off the ground later. Because that might help us with our current project. Maybe. I don't know where I want to put it. Well, you could put that like right back here, maybe. Oh, it can't be really near a landing pad, though, can it? What if I put it there? Well, is it happy there? Activate near landing zone. Snail time, yeah. Oh, it's happy. It's happy there, but not happy there. Happy there. Power plug is going to be right about there. Let's move this down a little bit. Ooh, no, it doesn't want to be there either. Looks like that's about as best I could do. So I'm thinking we'll put like our power producers right here. That way they can power that nonstop and our base. It made it mostly flat right here. I'm gonna have to kind of like start over though. Just re-level all this real fast out to the same plane. Because once you let go of the button and you stop leveling, you can never get the exact same one back again. And you wind up with all kinds of lumpies and bumpies. And what is making that god-awful noise? Something's slowly bouncing somewhere. Can't smooth that out, it seems like. I mean, maybe some people are capable of getting the exact same level again, but I'm not. We're just going to build the bulk of our base back this way, I guess. Because at least this way I'm not building up into the air. And I can work it into this hill. Though I'm going to have to be quick because I don't have any oxygen. I hate getting rid of the trees and everything. I kind of like this hill being here, but I need space. And this just works out. Because even though I am going up right now, the hill masks it. And I can just make the hill work with the base. I just go right to this edge here. Alright, I gotta go back and get oxygen real quick, but I'm not gonna stop flattening so that I keep the train tool oriented properly. How did that bush not disappear? How's that even possible? Go, just refill the oxygen tank. Fill in a little bit over here real quick. And back out we go. Look, it's just there. We don't just disappear. We have to build around it because it is just like, nope, I live here. This is my home. The bush is taunting me, yes. I wonder if the tree will do the same. Just trying to get an idea of where I can get a good edge here. See, you can just drive and walk up that little edge. Low on oxygen already. And I can't really see what I'm doing under here. I could do auto arms to research chamber on that. Yeah, wouldn't get a lot out of it, but good. I'd rather wait until the snail missions. It rewards me with 2 sensors, whatever they're called. I can't think of the name of them. Sensor repeater? I don't know. Just knock the rest of this hill down and then I can get rid of the stuff on top later. There you go. That looks like that's about got it. And we'll try to get a nice little edge here, maybe. Possibly. No? Doesn't really want to... There's an edge that popped out for me. Not doing it the best, but it doesn't have to be beautiful. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good. Proximity sensor. That's the word. I think. That should be a big enough base for now. So now we need to clean. I guess I'll just leave that there. What is making that noise? It was that. That was making that noise. And a little bit of aluminum, a little more aluminum. Oh my god, that thing's gonna be the death of me. It's doing it again. Stop making noise! Wait, I thought I put the power cell in there. Meant to put the power cell in there. Totally a thing I meant to do. There you go. Cool. So now we just need to start organizing here. So I'm gonna need a lot of resin. A lot of resin. We got some good stuff while we were out, though. Holy cow. Let's drop this guy in here. But reach. Oops, I just made a packager. I don't know how I just made a packager. Just bumped the button. And drop all of this. So I'm gonna need to make like 3 platforms. At least. I wish I had some clay, but I don't. Now let's go over here. Even though it's right here, I'm still going to put tethers down. Let's see how much of this I can get without building a ramp, and then we'll build a ramp down there. A lot. Yay. There's some more resin, though, just like right over there. So this is just getting me started on the project. Okay, we're gonna have to build a little ramp down. Oh, there's still quite a bit over there. Let's go ahead and do the ramp. It's a little steep, but I think we'll be alright. I'll slide on it. Beautiful. All the macaroni and cheese are belong to us. Where is it? It says there's some more like right here. There it is. There's most of it that direction. I thought I dropped a tether up here. There we go. I am making a big hole in the ground. For very quickly diminishing returns. So I think we're just going to go over to that other spot where our time will be better spent. Let me go ahead and get some stuff started. Let's go ahead and drop that on there, shall we? You know what I should also do is plug the tractor into the base and let those power items start working even before they're organized. Come on, plug in. What is blocking that? What the? There we go. Now we're powering the base. We're gonna need at least 3 medium storages. There's one more resin right there. So we can get our medium storages done, and then we can go get a bunch more resin from the other spot and get our platforms made. Excuse me. There's a bunch more resin right out over this way somewhere that we saw. Yeah, right there past the compound. So, do I only have the one tether? I only have the one tether. I should have brought tethers. Well, you know what? Let's go back and get tethers. We have them. And we'll scan that. That'll be our first one. We're just not, like, situated near a lot of woods to have a lot of stuff to scan. So we're going to have to, like, drive over to the woods and go on a little shell scanning spree. What does Sylvie need? Soil. Is it copper? No, it's not copper. It's zinc, isn't it? And a bounce vine seed, I think. This is much better. Many things are happening. I love that little floating bit there where the hill used to be. Yeah, we got all the resins. So we will get this all started. I don't really care if that thing's in the way. Well, maybe I do care because it's not going to let my platform open where I want it. Actually, yes it will. Never mind. The platform doesn't even care. As long as this can reach there. Cool. And what we'll put there is our medium solars. Thought I had more than 2. Oh, so that's medium wind. Yeah, that's fine. Really thought there were more than that, though. So we'll drop these guys here in the middle. Oh, we did have another one. There it is. It was on my backpack, so I just dropped it there earlier. So we'll put this one here. Cool, cool, cool. Get another one of those going. Grab that. And let's make sure these are lined up nicely by just placing it on top and getting it situated. Perfectly aligned platforms. Well, oriented anyway. Cool. And we will grab one of our medium storages. Nope, nope, put that back. What are you? You're just over there on your face. And we'll put our solar on here. Small solars. This is where I switched to mouse and keyboard. Just a bit easier to move things quickly than it is with controller. There we go, cool. That's all of our solar. Woo! Hey, Teen, how's it going, my dude? And we'll poop that right there, or pop that right there. Whichever you want to do, we can poop it or pop it, you know. Pop it, slap it, bop it. I don't know. How did the bop it commercials go? Twist it, bop it. Twist it, slap it, bop it. I don't know. I'm not old enough to remember those commercials. Maybe. Cool. So we can do our windy dudes. 2, 3, 4 of them. So they'll occupy an entire platform until I get pop it, squeeze it, smoke it. No, that's it. That's not it either. It's going really good, team. I've had a really good week, actually. There was... Well, not all the week has been good. There was a couple days that were very sad days, but other than that, it's been a good week. No. I want that. I want that. Let me have that, right? I cannot pick this up. There we go. Nope. And then I threw it on the ground. Good job, me. We are getting organized quickly. Look at me go. Put those there. And then we'll get the batteries on the storage. I made 3. Whoopsie. Whoops. Didn't get very many batteries. I usually get a lot more batteries than this when I'm out looking for power, but not tonight. Oh, there's one more on the ground right there. My bad. There's also that one. I don't know. That's not a bad haul for power. What did we spend? 45 minutes looking for power? It's not too shabby. I mean, this is what? 20 units right here? Yeah. Another 8. So we've got, no, 1.5. So we've got a number that requires math worth of wind. Actually, we've got 12. So we've got 32 in wind alone. And then 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 more in solar. It's not too shabby. Lurk. Food. Teen has gone lurking for food. Go in there. I will go ahead and... Oh my god, quit hot. There we go. Go ahead and organize these. Just make them look pretty. Because why not? We have the space. Except we don't have enough space, but that's okay. Because when we get a shuttle, we'll put these other ones in there. Alright, let's go get these duders going. In the old research chamber. So those are 1,000. No, that one's only 800 or 700. This one's like 1,300. You know what I did not do was connect the rest of the base up to my power. That was really smart of me. And of course it doesn't reach. So what we'll do is move this here. Not exactly thrilled with its placement, but I want to unplug that one and do that one. There we go. It'll work. It's a little closer to the landing pad than I'd like, but it's fine. It's fine. So then this can just chill over here for now while we figure out. I don't think I'm really going to do a whole lot over here. We may just like leave the research chambers over here. And build the base that way. Just kind of get this roughly lined up here. There we go. Move that in there. It made the most gentle thud sound. And we'll go ahead and organize this stuff a little bit more. Because why not? There's a packager here. Cool. Let's get this back where it belongs. I'll probably not use this buggy until I go to Deslo. So just leave that kind of chilling over here. Oh, you don't like that little step there, do you? You know what? Be like that, why don't you? All right, cool. So what I want to do is plan out where things are going to go. And while that's printing, I'm going to see if I can't obliterate the rest of this floating stuff here without damaging what I flattened. So we want to point up without leaving any niblets behind, if possible. That one. There goes the tree. Poor tree. It held on for as long as it could. It's acting like there's still something there. No, it's not. We're good. It's not raisins. Yes, we have a floating tree. So this is a nice little ramp. Even though that's way up high, that hill being there helped us. Everywhere else, like this just isn't ideal. because we started off so high up above the ground. The only other choice I would have would be to go that way and have it go into the mountain. But then we'd have like just big chunky base here in the middle, in the way. You like my cliff? That is a nice cliff, isn't it? It definitely has some charm. So I think what we'll do then is... All this junk is in my way. I hate to dig this up since I already flattened it, but I really need to get this out of the way. Still can't pick that up. I really hate that I did that, but I need this space. So I'll do my best to fix it, though it's not going to be perfect. Space is going to be a premium here, so I'm going to put this one here. But I think we're going to wind up needing more space for power later. No, you know what? We'll deal with that when that happens. This one is going to go here. Like our bush that refused to leave. I'm not going to dig it up. Like, it really did its best to hang on. So we're just going to leave it there. Let's make sure this is oriented the same as all these others. There we go. It's going to be really in the way, but oh well. I'm going to grab the one with the smelter. I'm going to really have to unlock that one? It didn't unlock when I was building all around it? I thought they were supposed to automatically unlock when you manipulated the train nearby. It's going to live in front of the smelter and just be a nuisance. You know what? I could back this stuff off a little bit, I bet. How far this way can I go? That's good. This one I've got to manually line up. Oh, that's pretty good. So once we get a soil centrifuge, it will live there. Smelter there, and then I can do like chem lab here. I can do the atmospheric condenser in behind it, and then I can do like printers over here, I guess. I don't really know, but right now I need a bit more resin. Also, I'm walking around ill-equipped to be an astroneer here. Let's drop this duder in here. So, let's see, what do we have? So we can get that. And that. So we'll be able to get some printers going here in a minute. Let's go grab some resin, which is somewhere over here-ish. How are you doing tonight, raisins? Put a spotlight on the bush? We will. Once we get to building lights, we'll put a spotlight on the bush. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. Oh, it's his birthday, so 8? Halfway to 16. Oof. Yeah, you'll get oxygen when you get all the resin. Actually, you can only hold one more resin, so... No, you can hold 2 more resins. So what we'll do is we'll go over here to your tether line. Should be an all... I can't breathe. Freaking humanoids. Now we're full. Oh, man. Boom, ba-dum, 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 boom, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum. I like this particular music that plays in Astroneer. Sounds very spacey. You know, I have enough bytes to go ahead and unlock the platform I like to use for printers. And we've got aluminum. So why not? You can't really hear it? Really? Can you guys not hear the game? I don't have my desktop sound turned down all that low. Let me see what my filters are looking like here. It's only ducking by 6 decibels. You really can't hear that. Huh. Let's see what I can do to change that. Let's change this to 4. There we go. It won't duck as low behind me. I think I've got the music and stuff kind of turned down. I just realized I'm not supposed to be in the pause menus. Though there's nothing just in the pause menus that would get too bad. I've got an 80. I just can't go in the customization menu. Because reasons. Oh, I thought I had more aluminum than this. I'm gonna go get more laterite, which means I'm gonna need to take the tethers with me because the laterite we had. I can't comment whether I am or am not. I just can't. I can't give any commentary at all on it. What I can say, though, is... And I showed it earlier. I proved that I rolled back to the public branch right before the stream. Yet in the cosmetics menu, there's still something from the update, and I don't really know why. So I gotta make sure I do not go into the cosmetics menu. It's the only thing that's there. It's really bizarre. I let System Error know about it. I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and stream. I just won't open the cosmetics menu. Which means I can't redeem Customize Your Astroneer tonight. So if somebody redeems that one, I have to just refund the points. I could just turn it off, but then I'd forget to turn it back on, so... Hydrate! What is up, V-Borg? Oh, good stuff. I kind of thought after System Error's tweet the other day that caused, you know, quite a bit of discussion that Joe would be streaming this weekend, but I guess not. They do tweet. Did you guys not see the Astroneer tweet earlier this week? It's good. want to fall down on that hole. Look, you're in my way. I can't see what I'm doing. You bugger off, please. I spend too much time on Twitter. To be fair, my follow list is really highly curated. Well, that tether is gone. So Twitter's not the cesspool it is for me, as it is for most people. So I just don't see it. See if I can find it here. They sent out a rather cryptic tweet. Get this zoomed in so that as soon as I switch displays here, you can see this tweet. There we go. That's a nice big zoomed in look at it. You guys ready for this? That was the tweet that Astroneer sent out 4 days ago. Hey, Cardinal, what's up? Nothing new yet. No, I'm just starting a new save in anticipation of an upcoming update. And we're talking about the tweet again, if somebody hadn't seen it. Maybe it's a fart train. Maybe the train farts. Now, how much of this is graphics and like, I don't. Oh, this. Okay, so that's on one line. This is one line. That's one line. So that's a 4-line tweet. Yeah, so that's it. And Mr. Glacio, it's going to be a Twitch stream, Joe. You just want to see my face. But there it is, translated from Bulgarian. I don't know what that's all about. Are we finally getting space trains to hard to build things? It's low gravity. Yeah. Oh, and then Astroneer. That's an official Astroneer account. Wink train fart with toot toot. Oh god. So I mean, yeah. Yeah. But that's the only thing. Anything that's in public I can talk about, but anything else I can't. Or the fact to say I can't show you my cosmetics menu right now. And I think it's kind of hilarious. Wait, am I going back the wrong way? No, I'm going the right way. No, it doesn't seem like they're playing that too close to the vest. Or maybe it's a red herring. Who knows? Do you like No Man's Sky better? I've not played No Man's Sky. Yes, they're adding fish in Astroneer. Flying fish. Confirmed. Right here. I leaked it. That'd be kind of interesting, actually. Hold on, I wanna see who's lurking out there in chat. Nobody that I recognize from System Era. Oh man! All right, cool. So that. Oh hi. Those regrow really fast. We just did that. So now we can get back to making platforms. You hate the tether? Tethers are kind of a pain in the butt, but early game they're kind of necessary. And drop all these off. You know what? Let's do a thing here. combine all those in one packet. There we go. I don't use tethers late game ever, especially now that you can get a snail that just gives you oxygen. There's really no point. Oh, that would help if I picked up a piece of resin. Cool, so I also need compound to make the large printer. Did I can have that, please? Thank you. Thank you. So the printers are going to live here. And we'll just line it up like that. Whoop. Whoop. I think I spun it around. Oh, no. Oh, it caught the other one. Ooh. There we go. The printers can live here. Right next to our power station. I think I'll be able to cram all three of them in there. I bumped this one over a little bit. It's a satisfying sound when you lock a platform down. And then 2 more. And a resin. And I can't take the small printer out yet because it's currently providing power to the medium printer. Now I can, so small printer live there. And medium printer will live on this platform. Eventually I'll have 2 medium and 2 smalls. There we go. Again, I do that. I pop them up on top like that because it gets them oriented exactly the same. So then all you got to do is move them front to back, left to right, but you don't have to rotate them. They will be perfectly oriented. Cool. I almost ran over there to print again. Our little base is coming along nicely. Let's actually make a couple more medium storages here. Look at that. A little while ago, we couldn't print anything without a power loss. Now, man, we can just go. We are going to need more laterite, though, if I hope to go to space. I'm going to scooch these over there. And then we're going to clean up a lot of this other stuff. It's just laying around. Yeah, but we've got batteries to keep it running, so we're good. I'm going to clean up some of these other odds and ends here, like the tethers and beacons. Let go of that. Get those. There you go. Oxygen filters and just all the random crap that's laying around here. Oh, I do have another piece of aluminum. Come on, reach it, reach it, reach that. Come on, you can do it. There it is. Cool, so all my resources are there. Let's grab this and just store it for now. No. Why did you hot swap? There. Get that nice and organized. We'll put these extra packagers on there as well. And I need just one more medium. No, I don't need another medium storage. I might. So if you would kindly make a large printer, please. You go over there, and the large printer can go right here. It has to stick out a little bit, but that's okay. I can live with that. So let's organize what few resources we do have here. Oh, it's unhappy about being on top of the landing pad. Yeah, I am gonna need one more. And we'll just let this stuff, like, chill out on the printers for now. Sun will be coming up here in a second, so I'm going to go ahead and start printing. I think the battery... Oh, the wind's blowing anyway. It's fine. And then we'll just let the buggy live there. This thing can come live over here with his twin. They'll be buggyless, though. They'll have to fight it out amongst themselves. Actually, I have 2 pieces of laterite, so I can make the shuttle. Or aluminum, I should say, because there's this one, and then there's one here, yeah? Yeah. So I can make the shuttle, I just can't make the thruster. Hey, you're backwards. There we go. There we go. Get the shuttle going. Grab this. Put these last 2 pieces of resin here. Pop that there, and boom! Organized base. Even if we do have the shuttle printing almost horizontal. It's fine. It's fine. Very clean, organized base. I'm happy. I'm going to go over here real quick, grab this research shooter so that we can keep the bytes coming in. And then we're going to go look for some ammonium so that we can make a thruster. And get off this planet. Actually, let's get Sylvie, too. Because I should be able to grab a bounce vine, like, up in these hills nearby. I think there's some right over there. Oop. I should be able to claim Sylvie, right? Oh, I haven't scanned enough shells yet. Alright, so let's go find some ammonium, and at the same time we'll scan some shells. Hopefully there's just ammonium like right here in these woods. Though it looks as though it's just compound. I do, however, see all the shells that we need. Plenty of shells right here. Oops, I turned on the generator by accident. Oh. Let's venture into these woods and get stuck many, many times. Let's see if we can't find some ammonium. Where should we go first? Yay, ammonium. Oh! Score! Look at that. Who is that? Dragon? Yes, Lord Dragon. How you doing? Nice to see you, friend. Where do we want to go first? Do we want to go get Wolframite on Calidor? We want to go to Deslo and scan some shells and also get Matt active. Where do you guys want to go? I'm good for either branch. I realize I can get Wolframite on Deslo as well, but I prefer going to Calidor. Because I don't have to use tethers. It's kind of hard to get a tractor down into the caves and drive it around on Deslo, and I don't really like using tethers off planet. I just take a tractor. It just makes my life easier. Oh, I'm full. Deslo, Glacio, Calidor. I usually go Calidor, Glacio. Hey, Panda. What's going on? You know what? You know what? We can make this democratic. Deslo. Silva. That's the wrong planet, Brandon. There we go. And we will let this poll run for 2 minutes. There. Now it's nice and democratic. You can vote. The winning option is what we do next. 9 people. You get to choose my outcome. Watch us get like 2 votes because people are just like, I don't care, just play the damn game. Whoopsie. I should have made that the 4th option. I don't care, just play the damn game. I think it was this way, yeah? Yeah, it was this way. Look at me being able to navigate my way out of the woods without the compass. Oof, I'm just thudding into everything here. That should always be the 4th option. I don't care, just play the damn game. Wow, look at the printer. Oops, also, yeah, I should have turned the generator on before I get on the tractor. There we go. We're fine, we're fine. Hi. You guys came in just in time to vote in the poll. Raiders, welcome. Vote in the poll, vote in the poll, vote in the poll. You're choosing where our first off-planet destination is going to be. Phoenix, thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate that, man. Tons of channels out there that you could have raided, and you chose my humble little corner of the interwebs. The poll is almost over, though, so if you're just getting in, there's a poll. Choose first place for going off-planet. If you wish, vote Deslo. But yeah, how was Astroneer? How? Tell me all about it, man. Oh, Calidor for Wolframite has won the poll. So I've got all this ammonium, but I have no laterite to make a thruster. 75% of the votes. So that was 6 votes. How many people actually voted? Let me see. 8 people voted. Okay, I guess I could have done that math in my head, couldn't I? So 8 votes. Calidor the winner. Rigged. Rigged. Hey, Phoenix, you want to know something really funny? I can't open my cosmetic menu, even though I'm on the public branch. Oh yeah, speaking of snails. There you go. Boop. Yeah, I reported it. And then now I'm just being very careful to not open up the cosmetics menu. I'll go over here. I'm pretty sure it's Bounce Fine Seed she wants. I mean, I could have looked to see, but looking stuff's up. Looking stuff's up. Looking stuff's up. That's what I said. I'm sticking with it. It's for squares. And very, very grateful people that there's a Wikipedia for, or an Astropedia. What is it? Wiki. Astroneer Wiki. There's the English. There it is. Here, have that. Yeah, I thought that's what you wanted. I think you want one of these too, don't you? I think. Yes, you do. Hey. Yeah, I've heard rumor of a wiki. Oh crap. It just now played that? Okay, we're fine. Had to just be 100% certain there wasn't something in my emote wheel as well. We're good. We are good. Where'd she go? I sees her. So how's everybody doing tonight? Raiders, what do you have planned for the weekend? That's the wrong button. There, I'll eventually remember how to play the game. Maybe. Oh, I'm dancing. I'm trying to put away the compass and pressing the wrong buttons. Here, get in your prison. There we go. And look, this is your only taste of freedom. Enjoy it. That's it. You are forever enslaved. Also, you're cute, but you're kind of useless, so you're going to live there now. I mean, not wrong. Dialogue. Hey, look, a horn I don't need. Cool. Yay, I get bites for that. And if I go grab, or if I plant this other seed, we'll unlock another thing. Let's put this right here by these cave openings so that if somebody walks on it, they die, because that'd be funny. Also, you live up there. Why didn't that plant? Why did I not get credit for that? I thought it was plant just any seed. Oh, feed him a seed. My bad. I thought I already did that. Well, we'll go get another one. Could have sworn I had 2 seeds. Did I not pick up the second seed? It's gonna be gone now. Yeah, it's gone. We'll just kill another innocent plant. Hi. Thank you for your sacrifice. Love that hill. Kind of nice. Also, love this bush right in the middle of my base. Here you go. Make things incredibly too bright. Thank you. Awesome. Ooh, first QT RTG. Oh, you know what we don't have, though? We don't have any, a drill or anything like that yet. Let's go find some clay. Actually, before we do that, let's make this easier to navigate the tractor by leaving this behind. Don't really need that. I mean, if it powered the tractor, that'd be great, but... There you go. I could use the QT, but then I would forget where I put the QT. So, we're just going to do that and go find some clay. I think that works. I think it was out this way. I know it was by one of these crash sites. Isn't there a crash site like right up here? I thought there was like a space base thing right here. Maybe it's on up. Because like you could still see the base from it, and it was to the northeast. Well, you're definitely going north. Is it right up here? I keep trying to look behind me with GTA controls. The GTA controls, you just press down on the thumbstick and you're looking behind you. I really thought it was like right up here. Obviously, I was wrong. Oh well. Clay is the name of the game right now. Maybe. We saw a lot of it while we were out, but I don't remember where that was. I can't be expected to memorize the location of important things. I think I am, like a pro gamer. I do, however, see another windy friend up here. So this is not where the clay was, because we've not been over here, or else we would have grabbed this wind. And this battery. Score. So we can ditch the generator now. put when friend there. And if we need to package it, we will. But we're just really out here for clay. So that I can make a drill. Another battery. Nice. I mean, we're not looking for power anymore, but I'm not going to pass up free batteries. You can never have enough small batteries. Especially when you rely on the planet to supply your entire power operation. I just don't make power producers anymore. I just don't see the need. Just go find them and the stuff you get from missions. Coordinates in for each one, that'd be kind of nice. I guess that's what beacons are for, though. You're supposed to leave a beacon where stuff was, but if it only shows the closest beacon at any given time, I don't know if that's really the solution. I think it only shows one beacon at a time, right? I think. I need clay. Why is clay always so damn hard to find, and yet when you don't need it, it's just like everywhere? That it's the one resource that's like that. Oh, excuse me. Telling you, chilling out this afternoon was the wrong thing. I should have stayed productive. But I had to play Jackbox games with the Heartstopper Discord friends. Oh. Yes, I've become that much of a fanboy that I joined the official Discord. And I actually made a lot of good friends there. Like, in a very short time, found a lot. There's just a lot of genuinely beautiful people on that server. Clay does often seem to be scarce, except for when you don't need it. However, there's some right there. Nope, it's not. I thought it was. It's just a rock. And if you haven't watched Heartstopper, you need to. It's incredible. It's a very happy show. It deals with some tough topics, but it's also a very happy show. But I've heard from a lot of adult LGBT people that it also leaves them with a bit of melancholy after watching it. But they didn't get to have the high school romance. Oh my god, where's the clay? Just resident compound everywhere. And I know we passed it a bajillion times when we were out earlier. You get not clay. Yeah, look, there's ammonium just chilling right here in the freaking thing. And I already dug that one up. I know we passed it. I just don't know where. Was it over here by the gateway? Clay is the dirt. Yes, Eric, but I don't have a soil centrifuge yet. And I don't want to pay bytes to unlock it, because I'll get a free one soon. What do I get? That's not what I meant to do. What do I get that for? What I'm trying to do right now. Build a drill. To get the free one, I gotta find the clay anyway. Oof. If I can just find a piece on wreckage, which I was kind of hoping to come across just a piece of ceramic on the wreckage that's near the base. So I'm pretty sure there was a piece of ceramic on that wreckage. So let's see if we can't find that wreckage maybe instead. It wasn't too far from the base. Oh wait! It's clay! Whoop, I hit a thing. It's clay. I'm gonna grab that research tutor. How you doing, Zarek? How is it going? And apparently, horn number 3 of the game. I'm just gonna get a bunch of it. Or not. Maybe I'm just gonna get a couple pieces the way this is going. Stupid balance fine seed still. I really came out ill prepared to grab a lot of something, didn't I? Oh well. Is that it? Am I full? No, I've still got a spot. No, I'm full. I could move those packagers off and just get some more. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10. Now let's see if I can't get 4 more out of here. Go live there, thank you. Also, I don't need that organic. Useless. I can get organics everywhere. So there we go. That'll let me get 6 more pieces. If there's 6 more pieces here to get. I think there might be. Oh yeah, there's definitely 6 more pieces here. There's 3. And 4. I'm gonna have to jump down in the hole in a minute though, I think. 5. Just do this. Almost. So close. There we go. 6. We're done, yeah? We're done, yeah. Let's go back. Because that way. Those woods don't look too treacherous. We'll just drive through them. Famous last words, probably. Immediately hits tree. Seems about right. Uh-oh. What are we stuck on? Okay. Alright, which tree is causing the problem here? Actually, it's a good question. Oh, it's this one. Enough to make you go timber? It is not. That's enough, though. Go on, tree, get out of here. Thank you. Come on, tree. Get. Grammy here. I can't believe I couldn't find that spaceport base again. I mean, it was northwest or northeast of the base, so we went northeast. Like, how did we not come across it again? It was close enough we could see it. Like, we could see the base from the wreckage. Maybe it was on this side. This is a little more east. I'm just curious where it actually is now. No, it's not over here either. I don't know. Somehow I managed to not find a massive spaceport building. I'm gonna go around these woods because they look a little more difficult to deal with than the last set. Lots of explodey boys in there though to get some exo chips. The evil exo chips. I really thought it would be like right here where that wreckage was. We should be able to see the base soon. Just right up there. Oh, there's a cloud hiding the marker. That's lovely. At least I got my clay. So we've got zinc, so we can make, what is it, wide mod for the other one? We've got plenty of bytes to unlock both of those. Just gotta smelt clay to ceramic. Because I don't ever build a pumpkin shelter, so I don't need it for anything else. Just drop this whole thing on there. Need that. Whoopsie. Put that in there. And is it wide mod or boost mod? I can't ever remember. Boost mod. Cool. And give me that and nope. That. Ooh, I don't really have anywhere to put these batteries. So let's move this scrap over here. Put the battery there and the other battery there. Awesome. And then offload some more of this clay. Still need to go get some laterite though. And that's going to be a little expedition in the caves because we didn't find any earlier. Let's go plant this bounce vine back where he came from. Since none of the snails really like bounce vines, we'll just put him back over here, pretty close to where he came from. There we go. That's good enough. So I need a piece of this zinc and a piece of this ceramic. Nope, I don't want to make a small battery. I want to make a boost mod. And then, oop, I had it. The mod. Put that there. Put that there, and we're done with that mission. You can live... Oh, we're not in space. Guess you can live there. You belong on the front of the tractor. Up there. Up there. Drop this horn off. And we'll put the research duder over here by the research duder chamber. Sweet. We're doing good. Doing good work here. And these dudes regrow really, really fast. So I'm pretty sure I don't have any aluminum, right? Yeah, I don't have any aluminum. And we're going to need to make a tractor as well. No, in the shuttle, please. Not under the shuttle. Don't know who I am, but have a great Friday. You know what? Nash in there. I'm sure I butchered that. Thank you. I hope you have a great Friday and a great weekend as well. Yay! Oh god, that nearly killed me. We have soil centrifuge. And we have a place for the soil centrifuge already. Sweet. Alright, let's go find some laterite. For that, we need the tethers. There's not really any significant quantity left where we were drilling. So we're going to go the opposite direction. Going northeast away. And there'll probably be like a bajillion deposits of it right around the corner or something. Or not. Laterite's going to be... oh, there it is. Cool. Whoopsie. Got ahead of myself. This'll do. Oh yeah, this'll do nicely. Let's go ahead and go back here. Scan these guys over here. Never have too many bytes, right? I guess you can. I guess if you get to a byte quantity that the game can no longer calculate and count, and you crash the game, that would be too many bytes. Alright, look you. I see you there. There. Oh, jeez. Okay, we're full. Happened a lot faster than I expected. See if I can actually juggle this out of here without picking up a tether. Not so easy to do on a controller. Ooh, I made that one really hard. Just carry it up the hill. And that will be more than enough laterite. We can get our thruster made, we can get a tractor and the trailer made to take to, what was it, Calidor that won the poll? Yeah, it was Calidor that won the poll. Where we will go get wolframite. Which will get us a chem lab. What time is it? It's 10:30 already. Time flies when you start almost an hour late. However, I need to do a thing first here. We need amount of storage. However, we can make more storage. Let's say however a few times tonight, apparently. There we go. We can drop our laterite on that. Boop. Get this smelted, and while it's smelting, we'll grab a little bit of compound so that we can make a trailer. I know there's a bunch of tractor trailers sitting right in front of my face, but they stay here. So we'll... Oh, I knew that was going to do that. I saw it even before it happened. There we go, cool. And then there's compound right over here that we can go snag. Let's make that go where it belongs. Why does that belong there? I don't know. I also need a couple of resin. I think there's still some resin left over here. Yeah. Like 2 resin. But we do have the soil centrifuge now, so it's not as dire finding resources. Come on, go dig one more time so I don't have to spend any up. Really, you're gonna make me spend some up? Okay, whatever. Well, there's some there. Resin? Resin? Please? Is that it? Are we done with resin? No, we're not done with resin. Some there somewhere. There it is. Yes, perfect. And then I need one more compound. There it goes. Alright, cool. So we'll make a tractor, a trailer, a generator, and a medium storage. And then we'll head up to Calidor and go find wolframite. So let's go ahead and make that storage. Grab one of these, actually 3 of these, 4 of these, and 1 of these. We haven't made our thruster yet. Oh, backpack full. Have that. Renner's about to see a lot of use here. Tractor. Trailer. I love it. I just love the noise it makes. Fuel thruster. It's just kind of like going bam, bam, bam right in a row. So let's open that. Put the tractor on there. Grab one of these beacons. Put that there and make, nope. I want a generator. Yep. And then we're going to grab these extra packagers and stick them to the side of the shuttle so that we can put the thruster back in a box every time and renew it. Because why make more than one when you can just use packagers? We have plenty of packagers. Sweet. You go there, and I'll even go ahead and just grab this organic. It's not much to do. Stop. There we go. And we'll cash in our rewards. That's not a reward, and I managed to close the thing. What are we getting here? Another QTRTG and a field shelter. Oh, and an extra thruster, that's right. So that'll go there, and you can just live next to Sylvie. There you go. Drop this duder off real quick. And that's all of our research, guys, right? Yeah. Cool, we're ready to go. Drop that in there. And is that everything? Really? Is that everything? Start shutter beacon? Yeah. Let's do it. Just going next door. This is your landing spot right there. That's good enough. Works. Also looks like there might be a bunch of ammonium right there. No, that's cactuses. Just curious. Okay. I was just looking around to see if there was something there. Because it'd be really funny if it was. There we go, put that there, leave the beacon behind. Because it now lives there. And power. Let's go find some wolframite, which is probably going to be over by these hills. But quick detour. I have to say hello to our good friend Weaseweed. Oh, thank you. That was a good hug, Weaseweed. We're going to take one of you. There you go. We're also going to go get a seed from this dude. Hey, rude. Yep, you live there. Your friend's coming with me. Cool. Now we can go get wolframite. Which will hopefully be in these hills somewhere. Oh, there is a lot of ammonium over there. Holy cow. Wolframite. Where are you? There's some. Not a lot, but there might be more buried beneath the surface. Not too shabby. Wolframite makes a very shrill sound. Just see how much space I had on my backpack. We can get 4 and then unload. And then get 4 and unload, and then carry 4 more, and then we'll go back to Silva. Yeah, hematite, much more shrill. Yeah, no doubt. I do enjoy this early part of the game of Astroneer quite a bit. Just the mid-game I don't like. I get really cross and salty and don't have a good time. kind of hoping we get it all out of this deposit. We might. There's still quite a bit down here. Don't worry, I saw the oxygen warning. If I make a ramp down, we might be able to get some more. Yeah, the tractor's right next to me, so I wasn't really worried about it. Cool, so let's see if we can't get 4 more. I'm gonna build a little ramp down. We can find some good preset here. That's too steep. That's too steep too, but it doesn't work. 1. Oh yeah, there's a ton under here still. 2. Yeah. I said a ton, and it's not giving me enough to my backpack. Well, 1 more. We got 1 more in here, yeah? Surely we've got 1 more in here. There we go. Cool. We're done. Very, very quick trip to Commodore. And we didn't even really have to go all that far. Just right there. Oh, there's a ton over there. I didn't even see that. Dead tractor. Let's not fall into the cave. Almost looks like somebody intentionally made a landing spot here. Like, it's just the right size for the shuttle. Can I just pick that up, please? Please? Thank you. Drop that in there. Package this friend. And then unpackage it. And jump in the shuttle. And look at that! We have 4 launches again. Let's go. I think we're going to go ahead and go up to Deslo as well. Grab that snail, get Matt active. That was a dramatic landing. Smelt, please. That, and that, and we will pop those there. That can live there for now. And if we're gonna go up there, I need to make a rover seat because I'll take the rover and just leave it up on the slope. Generator. And make a seat. Grab this at the beacon. While we wait, repackage the thruster and load the buggy in, or vice versa. Yep. Cool. Just checking to see how many more packages we have. We have 2. And there's that. I'll have one of these. Turn that off. Let's go plant these plants real quick. Put Weasley by the Bounce Vine. Make him double deadly. Perfect. And then we'll do our garden of seeds for the snails back here. Since we don't have to do any digging. Beautiful. Alright, so cool. We've got beacon, we've got power, we've got rover, and we've got buggy. Let's claim our reward here. And let's go this level. We're just emitting all the greenhouse gases for space travel tonight. Let's just teleport through the planet. It's fine. You know, I think I'll land right here. Since that's right over there. Oh, okay. It's in a different crater. I thought that was in the same crater. Well, we can go over. I love the sound of Deslo. Just the background rumble. I kind of miss having a base up here. Just for that background rumble that you get all the time up here. Leave the beacon there so I know where the buggy is. Cool. We can get up that. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, we will. Oh, hello, double. Scan some shells. Look at all the clay. It's everywhere. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to scan. I need to dig up the plant to get the seed. Ooh, that was violent. Because the, pretty sure this snail requires... Did I do 5? Let's scan one more. I think I did 5, though. I did. Alright, where's our... There he is up there. I don't need to check. I didn't bring dynamite, because there'll be dynamite here. We'll just park right there. Dig up that dynamite. Grab it. Can I get that? Climb. There we go. Perfect. Well, then. Okay. That didn't go according to plan. You were supposed to go boom. Why didn't it go boom? It was on it. Alright, now I gotta go find some dynamite, I guess. Here's hoping we can counter some dynamite pretty quick. That's a first, I think? I don't think I've ever had that happen before. That it didn't go boom. Back when this was in beta, the dynamite that you would find next to them a lot of times wouldn't blow them up. I don't know why. You had to bring your own. But they fixed that. God, the amount of freaking spiky boys, I forget the dagger roots, is enormous. Let's go try this again. Death mushrooms, that's about right. Up you go. Up, up. Yes, all-wheel drive torque. Look at that. I don't know if this thing's all-wheel drive or not. I like to pretend that it is. I think all the vehicles are all-wheel drive, honestly. All right, let's try this again. There we go. That's better. take that, and we'll go ahead and go drop the exo chip in Matt real quick. Who is this way? Or which is this way? Oh, come on, Buggy. What are you playing at? Now we're hitting resin. I'd turn that off. We know it's this direction. Look at all this sweet ammonium. Ugh, blinding sunrise. It's pretty far away still. Let's go around this rough stuff. Be smarter. Immediately heads back into rough stuff. Think I can make it back up over here without any issue. This might be asking a bit much. Nope, he's fine. And there's our dude. We'll drop the exo chip off. And then head back to Silva. Oh, you're up there. Okay, land it. Stick it. Oh, look at that. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. That was almost perfect. Hey, friend. Have an exo chip. What kind of good stuff do you have here for me? Anything? Zinc. There's medium storage. I don't really need that. Another one of those. There's gotta be more than that in there. Does he want zinc by any chance? Hey, there we go. That worked out well. Anything more in here? I didn't see the word nanocarbon. I'd be surprised to see nanocarbon alloy on Tesla, to be honest. I really don't need that jump jet either right now. That's it. That's all that's in there. I was hoping to see another piece of dynamite. Maybe blow up a thing while I'm here. So shuttle that way? Yeah. Oh, those things I threw over the hill made it really far. Oh, I wish I had a packager with me. That's gonna have a research thing by it somewhere. Or not. Okay, never mind. I did get dynamite though. So we can blow up another who's what's it's on our way. Do I have room? How much space do I have left? That's it. That's all the space I have left. Let's get rid of that. Let's see if we can't. Oh, dead tractor or buggy. Let's see if we can't find another exo cache to blow up. As we make our way back to the shuttle. And if we don't, well... Yeah, we have an open spot on the buggy still. You got this? You got it? Yeah, you got this. This is not the friendliest of terrain, but there is an exo cache up here. Right over here. There it is. I see it. Woo, 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 woo. Park you at a safe distance. So I recently had a bad experience of my buggy getting flung really far away. And I'd rather not repeat that. Is that it? Just two? Yeah, just two. Well. And then shuttle that way. Ah, I didn't see the beacon. 2 wheels! Yes! Beautiful. Up we go. Do a backflip. Oh, God. Don't go in that tiny little hole. What are you going to do? Buggy has a mind of its own. That's not the way I was telling the inner controls to work, but okay. I was saying lean back to the right, it just kept going left. Oh, cool. We're out of here. Did I package that? I did. Not a bad little haul. And we've already got, like, Matt with half the resources he wants because there was just zinc there. So that's kind of handy. Mouse, thank you. Work, please. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Hey, Jasmine. You know, the buggy's alright. It can be tricky. About the only place I use it is on Deslo, though. I don't really use it anywhere else. What does this snail want? Tungsten and a dagger root seed. That is why we brought the dagger root seed. And then we'll give you a piece of tungsten. Backpack's full, so we'll have to do it this way. No, yes, there you go. And we'll drop some stuff off. And before we wrap it up tonight, we'll go get the snail. And just head right back up. But I just want to empty some stuff off my backpack. Got that there. Do I have room for one more wind? I don't, so I guess I'll just put it over here with the solar. That has wreckage clipping through it, because that's always fun. I'm gonna need to package that. There. And then I'm gonna need one more packager. So, boop. Cool, so all you need now is soil. I've got a horn. Rude! Freaking Terrarium, what are you doing? Throwing my stuff across the field? Awesome. Let's do it. Hello? Can I open that, please? Thanks. Yeah, let's go get the snail real quick. What does that slow snail do? Is he the one that helps you find shiny things? For the ones I don't really use that much, I don't remember them. I don't know why it mattered where we landed. We're not here to do anything with the buggy. We're just here to play with snails. Alright, let's do this. Of course he's up there. That didn't work. Why did you start singing the whole song? There you go. Should be a dance. Went that way. Alright, I'm gonna break dance for you one more time. Because that's the only two. I have that and a wave on my emote wheel. Oh, I'm sliding while breakdancing. That's kind of cool. Here, hurry up and get in your prison. I'm running out of air. That was a nice combo move. Perfect landing. Package this guy up. And then unpackage him. Go scan the snail and we're done for the night. Might help turn the camera a little bit. We didn't get the lucky landing this time, so we'll speed things up. Yes. Really was hoping for another dramatic landing. I really enjoyed that one earlier. Alright, let's drop him in the scanner. Let him enjoy his last bit of freedom. Yep. That's it. You shall forever live in a cage now. Yeah, it helps you find bright, shiny things, so he should be pointing to that ball, but he isn't. Well, he's not been fed yet, though, so he's not really active, so whatever. Move this out of the way. And get our bites. Cool. I think that is going to do it for tonight, friends. I might play this again tomorrow night. I don't know. I'm having fun with the early game, so we might do it again tomorrow night. But for now... Okay, where do I know this person from? No, I can't. Look, I have nothing against VTubers, but I can't deal with one tonight. The little VTube icons kind of creep me out a little bit. Let's see who's streaming Astroneer. Like, that's literally the only thing I saw. No, not Astroneer's channel. Astroneer category. There we go. Korean, Japanese. Let's find somebody with like one viewer who's talking. Make their night, send a dozen people their way. Oh, nobody has face cameras. No, person in French has face camera. Yeah, let's go see what this person is up to. Oh, she's playing with her friends too, so perfect. I think it's she. I can't tell. So we're gonna go make a new friend. I always like making new friends, so let's get this raid going. Currently have one viewer. They are playing with friends, so that should be fun. Guys, make sure you're following on Twitter if you're not already. That way you get announcements of live streams, videos, and other nonsense that I post. And subscribe over on YouTube where, you know, the next time there's an update, I'll have my update coverage video as well as my thoughts on it. And probably new Astroneer Academy video to go along with it as well. And because you're really awesome, and because everybody at the Vainglorious Discord server is awesome, all the awesome people should be together. So come hang out with us on the server. There are your raid emotes. We're going to go say hi to I Am Miraculous. I'll be back online live tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. on YouTube with the Vainglorious Gaming community stream. And then again tomorrow night, right back here on Twitch at 7 p.m. Central Time. And I'm thinking it'll probably be more Astroneer unless I change my mind between now and then. So I hope you all have a wonderful evening and a beautiful Saturday. Hope to see you in one or both of the streams tomorrow. Let's go say hi to our new friend.